Good morning, Prospects. Prospects TV, Episode 3. Justin Gervais here with Coach Chris Mann.
What's going on, Justin?
How you doing, Chris?
Good.
Chris coaches the 16U team. They had a pretty good week this weekend, as well as the rest of our Prospects team. We had a really good weekend as an organization as a whole. 5 teams of ours competed in the Firecracker Baseball tournaments this weekend. 4 of them won their pool, with the 17s making it to semis and your team making it all the way to the championship in a 17U bracket.
Yeah, it was impressive. We played some good teams. It was nice to play up in the tournament and have the guys respond to playing with older guys and honestly not really care. If you watched our team, you would have thought we were the oldest team in the tournament.
Yeah, it was really fun watching all the teams compete out there. First tournament of the year, pretty much, first big tournament, but everybody brought it. Everyone was ready to play, so all that hard work over the winter is really paying off.
Absolutely.
It's good to see. Let's start off with the player of the week for this week. We have Josh Leadham, batted .395 with a .600 on-base percentage. Top run scorer on Chris's team.
Yep.
And Chris told me a pretty interesting stat. 5 out of the 7 games where Josh led off, he started the game with a hit or a walk that led to a run. So
yeah, Leadham's a very impactful leadoff guy for us. He really sets the tone. He's got ability to lose the baseball, and he'll come up and he swings it. He doesn't just try to put the ball in play. He tries to massacre the baseball, and he really sets the tone for our team. Great base runner. Like I said, scored in 5 of the 7 games to lead off the game for us. And the approach on our team is we want to be the away team. We want to come out. We want to put it down your throat early. We want to score. And Josh does a great job of setting that tone for us.
Yeah, I mean, being the first to score in 5 games can only help you, So that's definitely a great skill and a great player for you guys on your team.
Absolutely.
So congratulations to Josh for a great weekend.
Yeah.
Pitcher of the week this week, Ben Sears. Now, Ben's on my team, the 19U team, and watching him pitch this week was pretty spectacular. He had 7 innings pitched, only 3 hits, 1 run, which was unearned, and he was up to 92 off the bump and had 14 Ks. It was like swords left and right this weekend for Ben.
Yeah.
Fun to watch.
That sounds like Sears.
Yeah, so, I mean, we've both known Ben for a while. What do you think makes him so successful off the mound?
I think the biggest keys for Ben, obviously he has great actions. He's got great movement on the ball, command of multiple pitches. He's commanding 3 pitches in and out of the zone. But I think the biggest thing for Ben is his mindset. He's an animal out there. He looks down on you, big 6'5" frame, and he has no fear. And he's a great guy to play behind. The team plays up when Ben gets on the mound.
Absolutely.
He'll go at anybody. And like you said, he got up to 92, and he throws it up, he throws it down. And he's definitely an intimidating pitcher to have to go up against.
Absolutely. He's kind of doing what Leadham's doing from the pitcher's mound as Leadham's doing it from the box.
Yeah.
Really setting the tone for the team. I'll tell you, this weekend when Ben was on the mound, the energy we had behind him, it was fun to be there. It made a 7-inning game feel like a half hour.
Yeah.
You just keep playing and having fun out there. But congrats to Ben on a great weekend, and team of the week. It might not be a surprise from what you've been hearing, but
Yeah.
Coach Chris got team of the week this week with the 16U team. They went 6-1 in the 17U tournament, as we mentioned, making it all the way to the championship game, and it was only a 1-run game, right?
We only scored 1 run.
Oh.
It was the championship got a little ugly, but prior to the championship, we were 6-0 going into that game. We had to win 7 games in 4 days. The team, though, really responded, and they took to the fact that they wanted to show everybody that they were the team in the program, that they wanted to be able to call themselves the premier team, and they went out and they played it. Like I said, it looked like we were the oldest team in that tournament. The communication on the field was unreal. My 2 catchers stood up and they ran the field. My middle infield ran it, and McCoy and Leadham anchor the outfield and just make sure that everyone knows where we're going. Pitch-to-pitch adjustments. They remember hitters, where they went last time, the adjustments we need to make. Pitcher-to-pitcher, if we bring in a guy who's throwing harder or slower, all of a sudden you see guys shifting to the line or the gap. You'll see some of the younger guys on the team, Alex Merritt, who just finished his freshman year at Hendricken, not being afraid to take advice and take ownership of the infield from the older guys around him, but at the same point, like you said, stand up and run it. playing 4 games this weekend at shortstop. So great team win this weekend as far as getting to the championship and really running that tournament until that last game there.
Awesome. It's really nice as a coach when you can just sit back and watch your players coach themselves during the games, and it's like you definitely tell the maturity level is there with your team. Even when they're in here practicing all that, they're here to get their work in.
Yep.
And the energy that they bring every day it's pretty fun to watch.
Yeah, that. And so this year, over the last 2 years with the team, we've really pushed base running, pitch selection, being able to steal on your own. So this tournament, we really focused on it. I was making sure they knew time to the plate from the pitcher and pop time from the catcher. Pick the pitch and go get yourself a base. We stole 20 plus bases on the tournament. I think I called 2 steals. As a team, I thought we did a really good job of recognizing when we could go, when we couldn't go, getting ourselves good leads, getting good jumps. Most of our steals were uncontested. We also had a big steal we stole home. And as a coach, you have to trust your team. So Chris McCoy, my center fielder, is on third base, bases loaded, 2 outs, and he looks at me, he goes, "I have it." So okay, so I turn, I give Mark Catone the take sign, and you have to trust the guy at the plate. So Catone in a 2-strike count, I give him the take, and he kind of gives me the look like, "Coach, there's 2 strikes, I'm like, just take, we got this." McCoy steals home. He was halfway plus down the line before the pitcher even started his windup. So little things like that. When you see your players stand there and tell you have they have something, and that it's not just they want it, but it's an actual instinct and it's actual analytical breakdown. Knowing that he's 195 to the plate, knowing that he's a left-handed pitcher, he's not going to see you. The other team is depleted and they're not talking, so we know we can get 3 or 4 more steps, and McCoy gets in there, no problem.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's really those little those next level things that we love to teach here, because these guys come in, they can already swing it, they can already throw it, and they can already catch it. But it's those little things that are going to take them to the next level that we really love to work on, and it's awesome when you get to see it show off during the games.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so for a weekly take, Coach Chris, what do you got?
I think as a program, I thought we had a pretty good showing this weekend. A lot of teams making it really far. Our 15U team, they ended up 3-1. They didn't make it out of the pool play there, but I think for them it was a big tournament and a big learning point. You go into a tournament, you have to go undefeated. That's got to be the mindset, because you lose one, now you're leaving it up in the air. You have to go get it and give yourself that opportunity to move on and make sure that the ball is always in your court. You're always controlling it.
Definitely.
And I think the other teams in our program, this tournament anyway, really understood that and put their best foot forward, and we made those adjustments, and now you see the results in the end here. Looking forward to next week. It's the 10th we take off, 11th we go down to West Palm Beach. So trying to get my team specifically to maintain the work that we put in this winter and over the spring to get us to where we are. We got to make a couple adjustments going down next week, a little bit more timely hitting. We scored a lot of runs, but we could have scored a lot more. Defensively, we had about an error a game. We got to clean that up. I want to go down to West Palm and be clean, and we're fully capable of it. We got to make sure the little things, go back to fundamentals, set our feet, work through the ball, good strong throws, and let's get it. So I think that's the plan, is really push defensively and then timely hitting, understanding we just need a single here. We don't necessarily need that big ball to the gap.
Definitely. So you have this coming weekend off. After having such a good weekend last weekend, what do you do? What are you going to do with your team as far as keeping that energy going into West Palm?
So they'll get a couple days off here, and then we'll be back at it this weekend. Try to get outside, get them some work, and make sure that it's competitive work. So if we're doing an IO, we get the stopwatch going. Like, we're trying to get the infield side of it done in 90 seconds, in and out. Let's go. When we're hitting, everything's competitive. It's not just getting our swings in to get our reps. That's part of getting loose. But once we're into our swings, like, you got to be competitive. You got to be trying to beat the guy behind you, make sure the guy in front of you can't touch you. So really trying to set the bar high with that, and making sure our practices are crisp, clean, and like I said, competitive. Big word for us this summer.
Awesome. All right, well, thank you very much, Chris. It's a good show.
Thanks, Bob.